All right, so we are back for the BBD Brad Nelson Sevens game.
How about if you roll 7, you lose. If I roll 6, I lose.
I do not feel like that is in my best interest.
Okay, you're right.
Okay.
All right, come on. I don't think
I almost always lose.
you've won like the last 3 in a row.
No, you won the last one.
No,
Yes, I guarantee it.
I don't think that happened.
Damn it.
Oh yeah. All right, I'll take the play.
All right.
And I'll keep.
Well, let's just embrace how good my mana base actually is. I'll even show you.
Oh jeez. I mean, I'm snapping off on 3 here, so. All right, this hand
Things
is.
got a little worse.
Woo.
Not gonna lie, but that's because every 2-lander doesn't look good in this deck.
This hand is a pure delight. So
I mean, I am going to keep this hand, even though I did not draw another land.
go.
Oh boy, go.
All right, we're gonna. Oh, that was a terrible draw. I drew the island. Go.
Come on. Go.
I feel like lightning always strikes once, but whatever. We're gonna jam anyway.
Brr.
All right, take 2.
18.
Go.
Oh, that's just
Speaking
sad.
about perfect mana,
Go.
I don't know what you're talking about over here. I got some delightful mana draw. We'll send for 2.
I could get charmed here, but I don't actually think that's the worst thing in the world, so I'm going to try to strike.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna charm.
All right, so I'm going to take 14 to 24.
Yep. And then I'm gonna play a temple and scry.
So in that same situation, like the whole benefit of this is I had to lose a card, but that was going to deal me 4 anyway. All right, so
How lucky you drew a land.
give me a Cedric. Where's our Cedrics? We didn't get our Cedrics out. Can you? No, we don't. They're in here somewhere. Where are the G's?
Alright, here we go.
All right, we got some Cedrics. All right,
Yep.
You're at 23. Your turn.
I am at 23 points of life. Alright, well that changes my line of play. I was just gonna cast this, but now I feel like I have to kill that Goblin Rabble. So I will go ahead and Lightning Strike the Rabble Master and hit you for 3.
11 to 24 or 26.
It should be 26.
Yeah.
And you're at 11. Go ahead.
All right, your turn.
Right, untap. I think I just am gonna crack this fetch now. So 25, and I'm gonna get another island.
You have 2 cards left?
Yep, just 2.
Doesn't feel that bad.
It should.
Should?
Yeah. Feel like I might get Crackling Doomed.
I don't have the mana for that.
Yeah, you do.
I do not.
You
Don't
absolutely.
play around things.
You absolutely do have the mana for that. All right, I'm gonna play this. Trigger this.
Sure.
And I mean, he's gonna Crackling Doom me, but we're gonna play into it anyway. So.
All right, and you have 2 cards left.
Yep.
So the sad thing is I don't know how. I don't know if I'm. This
Want to
guy.
respond to the ability or not? Or what?
No. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna kill that. So I'm gonna go to 10. You're gonna go to 23. And I'm not sure if I want to use my token to block here or not, but I don't want to get into burn range, so I'm just gonna block.
All right,
Go to
so
26.
Yep. Go.
Ugh. All right, so we're gonna lose 1. I'm gonna go to 9, play that, and chain to the rocks your guy.
Sure.
And your turn.
All right. He has been rocked. Let's play this second copy of Starkin that we had.
Yep.
Get you.
I'm at 4.
I think
I'm
you're
at
at
5.
5. Yeah. You're up.
All right. Well, Mr. Sylvan Carrited, you are not long for this world. Kill your Sarkin and pass the turn.
All right. I'm gonna upkeep Magma Jet you.
Oh no, I'm at 3.
Okay, 3. And I'm gonna scry. Both to the bottom, but still upkeep a lightning strike you. Yeah, I had to slow roll there.
I thought I was going to be able to sack my Sarkin to get to 8.
All right, this is what qualifies as a BBD keep. So,
And this is one of those hands that could end up costing us, but it's also a keep for what this deck's trying to accomplish. So
sure.
Go.
All right. Well, we kind of got there.
All right, 19.
All right, you're at 19. Come on, deck. Huh. I'll fetch an island and cast Secret of the Way.
That is
You're
a
up.
pretty good card to be in play right now. But we are just going to have to go to 18 and play a Butcher and pass.
Okay. So you're at 18. Alright, let's try to get lucky here. Didn't. I'll pass.
All right, well. Here's what we want to do with our turn. We can, and I don't see any problem with it. Let's attack you.
Alright, I'll take it. 15.
All right, just play another Butcher and take another point. Your turn. Oh yeah, you're at 14 because of a fetch.
Oh, you're right. And you're
17
at
to 14.
17.
Your turn.
Alright. Come on, deck. That was a not delight.
I will take it.
How fortunate. I'm gonna put your Butcher on top of your deck and get lifelink.
All right, so you go to 17.
Yep, and you go to 14.
Yep.
Go.
And just do this right now, but I don't know how good that's going to end up because of the Seeker. If he has another charm, that could be bad. All right, put you at 12.
Sure.
He could Sarkin us and kill our Butcher, which could be a little rough. So yeah, we just have to play it and go to 13 and pass.
Alright. I am going to upkeep. Let's see. Let's upkeep Magma Jet this. Trigger this.
Sure.
Bottom both.
All right.
Alright, deck. Alright. 12. Attack.
Okay. 10 to 15.
Yep, 15 to 10. I'll scry. Bottom.
Do these? All right. I guess this play is fine. Looking at blue-white, you're at 15.
Yep,
Does this resolve?
it resolves.
All right.
I'm dead.
All right.
I just only needed a second red source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on our side of the board, we're going to be taking out Goblin Rebel Master since, you know, BBD's deck historically will have Lightning Strikes and Magma Jets in it, and
Yeah.
I don't want to get blown up by it. But the other reason for that is I want to make sure that I can catch up if he ever Rebel Masters me or gets creatures in play. It's very important to have a high density of removal spells in a matchup like this that kill Rabble Master plus token, or just also being able to kill Mana Strider. So pretty much just Anger of the Gods is very good in the matchup.
Yeah, it is.
And that also goes along with what our deck is trying to do. We have Coursers, Rhinos, and Butchers for like the mid game. They're all really tough to deal with threats. Along with that, we're bringing in our Thoughtseizes to be able to take like Dig Through Times or removal spells or counter spells for our bigger spells. And we're taking out 2 of our bigger spells just because we're on the draw. This Sarkin will be coming back in on the play, probably for one of the Thoughtseizes.
For myself, I'm cutting the Lightning Strikes, which don't kill anything except Rabble Master, and 1 Magma Jet. I prefer Jet over Strike because it kills the same number of creatures, Rabble Master, but also gives me some scrying, and he gains life, so like the 2 versus 3 damage I don't think is terribly relevant.
Yep.
And I want disdainful strokes and suspension fields for his big stuff. Alright, so this hand is a little slow and it don't have any great pressure, but it has a lot of good cards, so I'm going to keep it.
And I'm keeping because my other hand could not produce all of my colors, but this can.
Alright, so we'll start with the Scry, and I think I'm going to actually bottom that because it doesn't really do anything that our hand doesn't already do. So.
Alright, go ahead and do Temple, Scry, keep that, and pass.
Draw. Here I'm just going to Scry again, and I'm going to bottom that because we don't need that, so you're up.
Right. I'm going to crack for a mountain, go to 19, and play Keratin. And pass the turn.
Sure. That was a good draw. That was one of the cards that we were looking for. A creature would be a good draw, but that was also a good one too. You're up.
All right, so I'm at 19. All right, so since BBD just went draw go for these turns, I have to put him on Disdainful Stroke or just removal spells, maybe some burn. I mean, not having any creature being played it makes me feel like he's at least had a Sarkin. Because most of these decks don't play 4-drop, so. Alright, draw. We have a good answer to another threat, but I feel like just saying go. And I'm going to say go.
I'm going to say go.
Alright. I'm going to Thoughtseize here. Chat 17, do you have both strokes? No. Alright, so we're just going to take this.
Look, I'm going to get Rhinoed.
Alright, so I'm just going to go. Alright, 17 to 20. Stoke times 2, Cirkin, Field, and Dig. Alright. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to take a pain for that to go to 16, but then Rhino back up to 19.
So I'm at 17, you're at 19?
Correct. And your turn.
I'm not sure if I crack these yet. I'm going to wait a turn because I kind of want to draw another land, so. Alright, well, let's go ahead and crack one of them. 16, and get an island and cast a suspension field.
Alright.
Get that guy out of the way. And I'm done after that.
Alright, 16, 19.
Yep.
And Field is gone. And he didn't play land, so he has another spell somewhere in there. Alright, I'm going to go to 18 and play a Sarkin.
Yep.
Crack you for 4.
Yep. 12.
Your turn.
Alright. Let's see what we draw. This turn. Alright, I think we have to just attack that guy.
Down to 2.
You're up. We have to get him off the table. If we did not suspension field the Rhino, we could have stoked the Starkin. Or no, that doesn't work either. Never mind.
So you are at 12, and you have 2 X Stokes and a Sarkin and a Dig in hand,
Yep.
and one other card.
Yep.
So we can actually just have him just dead if he doesn't have double answer next turn, which I think is exactly where we want to be. So I'm going to start things off with Chain to the Rocks on the Mana Strider. Take a pain down to 17, play Butcher, sec this, pump this, tech for 9.
3.
And your turn.
Well, I'm not sure what I could possibly draw.
Got there.
Pass turn.
Trigger.
Yeah.
Attack.
I'll stoke the Butcher.
You have to pay for flow this round. Response.
Alright, I'm dead.
Okay.
Alright, well this hand is really powerful, but a little awkward because we don't have all of our colors of mana. So, we need to try to get lucky here, I think, with this one.
I mean, yeah, my hand has a little bit too much Citadel going on, but outside of that, it's fine.
Alright. Go.
Alright. Go.
Not it. Go.
Mountain, go.
Alright, you're at 19. Come on. Wow, that was a delight. I did not think I'd actually get there. Alright, I'm gonna fetch and then be at 18 and Mantis Rider.
Alright, so you're at 18, I'm at 16?
Yep.
16 to 18. Alright.
And you're up.
Alright, draw for the turn. That will help next turn, potentially. Chained.
He has been chained.
Here you go.
Alright, come on, deck. Nope. Didn't get there. Go.
Alright, not going to complain about that. Go.
I'm going to end of turn, take a point to Magma Jet you.
So I'm going to go to 14, you're going to go to 16?
Or
sorry,
17.
sorry, yeah, 17.
Alright, draw, look at 2, and neither of them are lands, so they are quickly going to the bottom of the deck. And then I will draw, and it is a land. How fortunate. I'll scry, and I'm going to bottom this because I don't need it, and I'm trying to draw land. So, your turn.
So if he wants so many lands, I guess it's because of Sarkhan, so I guess we don't want to actually use this card, so we're going to untap. And I guess we'll scry. Yeah, that is a good card to have in this situation, so I will just... so I don't want to actually play this into open mana. There's just no point in doing that right now in this game. I'd rather like keep BBD keeping that open mana, especially since we just scryed and saw this on top, so your turn.
Not what I wanted. Go.
Alright. Tap like this, Courser.
Okay.
I guess we'll play a fetch land, gain a life, go up to 15, and pass the turn to you.
I will end of turn stoke your Courser.
I will put 2 counters on it.
That's pretty good.
And I will also do this in response just in case he does, like, I don't want him to Jeskai Charm it because it's a really important creature. So we'll just go get a mountain and get it, stay at the same.
Yep.
So 15 to 17? Oh, no, you're at 16 because you had to take one for
I had to
the
take one
stoke.
for the stoke, yeah. So you're at 15 or 16. Draw. Rats. Come on, deck. And
Yep.
okay. Go.
Alright. Can I go to my 16? Attack you.
12.
Your turn.
End step, Jeskai Charm. Put it on top.
Yep.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Yes, we got it. Go.
Alright.
Still got it, boys.
Alright, so I'll play this.
Sure. It's probably a change of the rocks.
It is a chain of the rocks.
And we know you had a Crackling Doom, right? Did
Yep.
you draw? Yeah.
Sarkhan.
I will Disdainful Stroke it.
Yeah, and the reason I did that is because I don't want him to dig this turn. If he's going to dig, I'd rather get it to wait another turn and invest both his blue into that spell, and I will pass the turn.
2 cards left.
2 cards left.
I should have tapped. Yeah, I should have tapped like this.
Sure. Are you charming again?
Yeah, I'm gonna charm again in a turn. That way I can set it for a dig.
Yep.
Draw. I don't think I dig yet. I think I just wait and see what happens. So you're up.
Go.
Alright, so if he's just doing that, then I will... Yep, I'll go ahead and dig.
All of it, huh?
Yeah, let's dig it all. See what we want to get here. Probably not any of these lands, so... I guess we'll take the only 2 spells that we saw, so...
At least those are off the top of your deck.
Yeah, at least that's off the top of my deck, and I will also stick the flames this.
Sure.
Let's untap and draw.
Oh, you take one. You're at 11.
I don't. Oh yeah, I do have 2 forges.
Yep.
I thought one was a temple. Yeah, I'm at 11. I will then play a Seeker of the Way.
Seeker results.
You're up.
Chain it. On this one.
Sure, it has been chained to the rocks.
Alright, your turn.
Okay, draw. I will. I think I just pass, actually.
Interesting. Pass.
I will end a turn, dig
Ugh.
for time.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to play the Scry land because I want to save it for post dig. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, well he has a Crackling Doom. So that makes this much worse than it would otherwise be. Actually, any of these creatures are just much worse than they would otherwise be. But I definitely want this. Just to be able to repeat the process. And I think I actually do take this anyway. It's just my most powerful card here. And we can maybe force him to use the Crackling Doom on something else. So I will take that. And untap, draw. And I think I just scry. Do I want this card? I think I'll leave that on top and pass the turn.
Go.
Okay. And I don't wanna cast this yet because I want to draw this card. So we'll do that. And again, I'll pass the turn.
Go.
And now I will dig.
I feel like I'm gonna get burned out pretty soon.
So let's find 7 cards. This is one we want 100%. I think. I guess I feel like we want these 2 actually. So we'll take those 2, bottom the rest. And I will draw. So if he has like an Anger of the Gods or something, then playing both of these out is just really bad. So we'll just go ahead and cast Seeker of the Way.
Sure.
And I'll scry. Bottom it. You're up.
Go. Block.
I'll deal 4 damage to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go to.
And trigger prowess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 12, and after the trigger is also gonna cast Crackling Doom.
Sure. So you go to 12, and I go to 9. Alright, so Seeker's down. Let's go ahead and cast an Ash Cloud Phoenix. I'm at 9, he's at 12.
Yep.
You're up.
Alright, not the worst draw in the world.
Okay.
Gain a life.
13. There's that anger.
Go.
Alright. Attack.
Alright, after the attackers have been declared, I will Crackling Doom.
Okay, so I go to 7, and this flips back over.
Yep.
I will 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I'm gonna play a Sarkin and kill your Forcer.
Okay.
And pass to you. So we know he has an Anger of the Gods at this point. Not sure what else he has got.
Huh.
You're at 13, right?
13 to 7, correct.
Okay.
I do that, but
Yeah, I think that was pretty obvious.
yeah, that was an obvious one. Go.
Okay. Hmm. Interesting draw. I guess I'll plus Sarkin.
In response to that, I'm
Okay.
gonna crack my game.
Alright, so I could unmorph my guy here, but then I'm just dead to a lightning strike. So sure.
Yeah, I will redirect.
Okay.
Redirect to the Sarkin.
Yep. I guess that's fair. And go.
Go.
This might be too early to pull the trigger, but I'll stoke you.
Sure, I'm at 9.
Oh, Rebel Master.
Sure.
Go to combat.
Yep. Block.
Yep, your turn.
Anger.
Yep.
Exile. Play another one.
Sure.
Your turn.
Alright. Draw. Go.
Maybe I made my deck too threat light. Go.
Mantis Rider.
Will lightning strike it.
Okay. Go.
Go. Still got a Courser left.
Go.
Go.
I'll Magma Jet you into turn.
Yep. I'm at 7.
So scry 2.
I do play things, right? Oh wait, I just left my hand on the table.
I didn't see it. I don't think that this card's gonna get it done, but I'm hoping that this does. So, well, maybe I'm supposed to keep. I'm probably actually. Well, that's fine. We'll do that. All right, I'll untap and draw Mantis Rider attack.
Yep, 4.
Stoke the flames.
Yep. Yeah. I was holding Thoughtseize, trying to wait to play Find a Creature.
Oh, right.
I think this match actually makes me. This matchup makes me think that this is where the 4th Courser is really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am very happy with my opening. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna keep this, but
Okay.
I am missing something.
All right. I actually have a Mystic Monastery in my opening hand, so I'm really happy about that. So.
Go.
All right, Seeker, get out there, buddy.
Go. If that's his play, sure, I'll strike it.
All right, go.
What do I want to get, if anything? Maybe I don't.
Maybe I shouldn't say I'm happy with a 2-lander. I'm just gonna take a trip to Brick City.
All right, 20 to 19. Oh, you just didn't play another land? Oh, wow. All right, so we're going to first grab the Swamp here for how it lets us cast the cards in our hand, since we also have the other Bloodstained Mire.
Lucky.
Draw for the turn, and... Huh. Yeah, I think this is the turn. It seems fine. If we get hit by a Mantis Rider, that sucks, but we've got a good follow-up, so your turn.
Come on, deck.
This feels like game 1 all over again.
Hmm.
And now the circle is complete.
So I can either... I think I just fire this.
A Magma Jet?
Yeah. I'm going to jet you.
18.
I think you're at 17.
14.
I think you're at...
16.
Alright, I guess I'll keep this come into play tap land on top of my deck.
Oh no.
And pass the turn. Alright, I think I'll concede. I actually can't win. That's what's gonna happen.
That's a sweet card. Go. Got it. Do you have a removal spell for either of these?
No. Go.
You don't have a removal spell for either of these?
Correct.
You are... Alright, so I'm going to Thoughtseize you.
Alright, I have 2 Rabble Masters, 2 Suspension Fields, a Disdainful Stroke, and 2 Stoke the
I'm
Flames.
going to take that. Let's just see how much damage this actually is.
Alright.
So it's 12.
8, and each of
These
these
get
are...
5.
Each of these are 7. So
7.
it's 8 plus 14 is 22.
7, no, 14, 18, 19, 20, 20 yeah, 22.
Yep. Alright, I'll take it, I'll go to -4. Untap, draw, didn't get there, concede.
It's actually -6. You're at 16.
Oh, is that 16?
Yeah, it's -6.
Okay, does that change the math at all when
I don't
this?
know.
Alright, I still did. Yeah.
And that 5 games was just a good representation why my deck is good. Because they were all just streamlined, very realistic games that usually come up in a match of Magic.
I liked how my deck was just much clunkier than yours.
Yeah, I mean, I
That was
actually
just
think
funny
that
to
that
me,
is
yeah.
a truth about Jessica. I've never been a fan of that deck.
Yeah.
It's a fine deck, but I would never want to play it in a tournament. But no, I mean, the whole thing about 4-color mana bases is they sometimes are awkward, but if you draw a tap land and a fetch land and one other land, it usually always comes together.
I mean, it's just like, every bargain basement deal. Buy 3 colors, get the 4th for free. Like...
No, but I mean, it comes down to like the same ideas. It's like, yes, this is 4 colors,
Yeah.
but it's not any different than the mana base is already designed to make 3 colors. Like, if you have an opening hand that does not have a come into play tap land in a 3-color deck, and it's only 2 lands, you can't cast all your spells. And this deck has those draws the same way as other decks do. But yes, it's a little bit worse, but the benefit is, like, you might lose 3 to 5% more games due to mana issues than other decks. But when you don't lose those games, I feel like your deck just carries you even harder than the other strategies.
I'm a little disappointed that you can't go turn 1 Battlefield Forge, turn 2 Llanowar Wastes.
You can.
Oh, you have both those in your deck?
Yes, I have one of each.
Oh, yes. I'm in.
Yeah, I have one of each of them in my deck. I thought that was a joke, yeah. There's one Battlefield Forge and one. Those are the only 2 pain lands in the deck.
All right, well, they have to be in the opening hand.
Well, every time?
Every time.
Why would you not just rather have a better mana base?
You gotta have the tilting mana base.
The tilting mana base?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the tilting mana base, it was our game 2 where I just went like mountain into Mana Confluence, Sylvan Keratin, just played a bunch of butchers.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you what tilts the opponents the hardest is, this is my favorite story about this deck, was when I just went into the Citadel, Sandstep Citadel, into Temple of Plenty, into Wood of Foothills. My opponent last turn just played Rhino off of Sylvan Keratin, and so he attacked in combat, so he can't Wingmate Rock me. I just crack Mountain, Crackling Doom you. He's like, all right, play another one, and so like I'm at 13, right? But I untap, Chain to the Rocks, Rabble Master him, and then just take complete control of the game. Everything he plays, I kill, and like next turn Slay Courser, and I like Sarkhan kill it. It was just embarrassing. But that's what the red cards do to an Obzan Shell. Like, Rhino has proven to be very powerful. Sylvan Keratin and Courser are proven to be very powerful. I'm not going to lie, the rest of the cards around them, I think, are just not that great.
Yeah.
Like, they're just a lot of weird removal spells, and cards like that are fine, but not in multiples. Like, I don't think 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Obzan Charm is where you want to be. And the red removal spells are all awesome. And Sarkhan is unbelievable. So, throw them all together and see what happens. The 4 Courser, 4 Rabble Master deck. Yes, this video has 3 coursers, but it is going to be 4.
I think we need like
The first version had 4.
I think we need like a picture of you like stirring in your like witch pot, and there's just like a butcher, an Abzan charm, like maybe a dig through time in there too or something. Just something ridiculous to cast.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much just the whole thing, right? About 6 months of the year, I'm just like spot on. I'm just gonna throw this Mardu deck together, and everyone's like, yeah, that was really good. I'm like, I thought it was bad. And then there's that 1 month where I have a cooling off period where you just have to deal with these 4-color decks that just are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you're frustrated when you lose to one of them. You're just like, this shouldn't happen. Just but this is the truth. That this deck is probably the most expensive in Standard.
Gotta get rid of those Lightning Strikes and Abzan Charms and make it even more expensive. Where's Ash Cloud Phoenix and Sorin? Yeah, you gotta get Sorin in there. Wingmate Rock.
I tried Sorin. I put Xenagos in. To be fair, Xenagos is probably $5, and I bet you if I win the Open with this deck, it'll go up to like 15.
Maybe.
Financed right here. Who needs Chaz Anderson or Andres? Chaz Andres, right?
You don't even know his name, Brad.
I do. It's Chaz Andres.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know things and stuff.
That's cool.
It is really cool.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, all right. Oh, our director's telling us we should wrap this up because we are kind of dragging that thing that they've told us about before.
Yeah.
I don't really know if it's that big of a deal.
I don't even know.
I don't either. Like, I don't get why there has to be a clean conclusion when we're doing... All right, we're done.
Cut.
But no, we're not done. Oh,
we're
all
still
right.
here.
I'm Brad Nelson, and
I'm Brian Braun-Duin.
For Brian Braun-Duin, we are both done and talking at the same time. Bye.